An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Alongside the quarterback. Now now on the option. He'll pitch it. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the running back. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Lewis wants to pass. He caught it! They will score! Touchdown, Alabama! A methodical drive, and they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got a little space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Moore. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye week sometimes can take away your rhythm. That might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
The kick is on its way. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Lewis to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The throw to the outside is complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd.
Here we go. Break. Set. Ready.
Lewis wants to pass. Makes the grab. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Using his feet. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time. And he's left with no option, he just threw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Gets rid of it. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
From the gun, the running back has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got a man. It's Robinson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially.
There we go. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
That's caught. It's Hampton. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
I I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Lewis to throw. Under fire. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Give to the running back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Direct snap. And some room to work. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Carrion. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum, but unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 11 over TCU. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll bring it out. It's Riley. And the returner will be dragged down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hampton.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Line getting set on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Crosses the 45. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Lewis wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
They'll line up for a second down play. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Pressure coming. Unleashes one. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such...
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try to get outside. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's got some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. They'll ride the hot hand. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short.
Here we go.
Lewis to throw. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
On a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
One of the most important things you have to do as a defensive end is keep contained. You can't let QBs scramble outside the pocket. That's when they make big plays.
Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown time. A great catch and run for 6.
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Finally running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Sooner offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Second down coming up. Back to pass. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Just keep slinging it. Working that left side now. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. He'll read option to the left on first down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Moving out of the pocket. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but, man, that's probably one he wants back.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Lewis wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. Gets away from one, finds some space. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Snags it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They take the lead with the 6.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Snap to the back. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. The sure hands, it's Moore. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. They want to run this quarterback. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On target. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Those third downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. That's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job on the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Oh, dude. Everybody on the sidelines is saying, you can't turn the football over there. You got to take care of it. You got to understand, a field goal puts me in the lead late in the game. Big, huge, dumb mistake.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Lewis to throw. Dances away. Slings it downfield. Working on the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Got it in the middle with Hampton. Touchdown, Bama! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never a good idea, is it? And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, it affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Gets the back moving. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. Hard running there. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the back. They'll try it over the left side. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Leaves it with the back. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
Now, 4th down.